Hello guys, Anmarchi here with something a little different than a Minecraft Let's Play. I have a Far Cry 3 game, and back in the day when I first started my channel in December 2010, this is all I did was I would throw an FPS shooter in the background, probably with not such a good score, and then I would talk over it with whatever topic I felt like. Most of the time, I would have trouble getting through the 10 minutes with about 4 or 5 topics. But I did eventually tone that skill to a point where I could do it pretty well. But I got distracted. I started playing a lot more Minecraft and games like it. And then I started uploading a lot of Minecraft to my channel. And then you guys liked it, and so I started doing a lot of LPs. So my channel kind of shifted from this FPS commentary thing that you see on a lot of channels to an LP type channel that you see a lot. So if you look at YouTube gaming, more specifically, if you look at YouTube gaming, there's kind of 2 sections, or even there's more than 2 sections. You know, you could go into subcategories. But the way that I see it is, I see 2 main sections. I see the more TV type section, is what I like to call it in a sense, because that's what it is, right? They run series, and everything has to be a series, and that's what I was heading towards. And then there's the less TV type where, this is on my mind, I want to talk about it. And there's pros and cons to each. So you look at the TV kind of thing, I keep calling them that, but they're really the Let's Players. That's what we call them on YouTube. So the Let's Players, everything's a series, right? So if I wanted to pick up Far Cry 3, I would make a Far Cry 3 Let's Play. I'd start with episode 1, start at the beginning, play through the whole game. And then there'd be 40, 50 episodes. Each one would be 30 minutes. And that would be my playthrough of Far Cry 3. And then there's the other side, where what they'll do is they'll take traditionally an FPS shooter multiplayer game, throw it in the background, and then they'll talk about whatever they want over it. You know, current events, the game itself, you know, they could do funny things and stuff like that, kind of like what I did with Skyrim Stories in a sense, but that's not really FPS multiplayer gameplay. And I think that I would like to have a channel, I know that I would like to have a channel that's a hybrid of both. And there are those channels out there. There are channels out there that do Let's Plays and this, and I see more and more channels. I follow a lot of gaming channels. I see more and more gaming channels. I don't even watch television, I just kind of follow gaming channels on YouTube. I see more and more of these channels heading towards a medium between the two. I see more channels that are merging Let's Plays with commentary. So they'll make like a commentary a day and then maybe upload a Let's Play a day. That's for the more professional guys. Whereas some of the less professional guys will do like a Let's Play Monday, it's Tuesday. I mean, I'd love to upload more than 1 video a day, but when I have school 8 hours a day, it's hard to upload more than 1 a day because it takes, I'll get into the making of videos in a different video, but I've kind of done both, but at separate times, right? So I started with one, like I said, I started with FPS commentaries, and then I moved to Let's Plays, like I said before. And I'd like to do both on my channel, again, like I said before. So, as I do this, I'm going to need commentary topics, so there's never a lack of commentary topics. I could talk about anything for the longest time. By the way, one topic, I picked up Mad Men. It's such a good show. I mean, I've liked pretty much everything I've seen from AMC. I have not checked out like Comic Book Men and stuff like that, and I don't think I'd like that show, but Walking Dead's one of my favorite shows. Breaking Bad's one of my favorite shows. Mad Men's now one of my favorite shows. And this is why I think that my channel, my personality lends itself to this FPS style commentary, because it's a little less traditional than the usual one, but I tend to just, you know, stray from topic to topic and talk on and on about something that isn't really related to the original topic. So the original topic was kind of the layout of YouTube and the structure behind my channel, among others. And what I'm trying to say is I want to bring back more of these FPS style commentaries, and specifically over Far Cry 3. And a quick note about the Far Cry 3 gameplay. I don't even think I said this. This is my first ever game of Far Cry 3. I literally played Far Cry 3 when I got it in November. It won like Game of the Year, Shooter of the Year, whatever it won. I got it because it was so highly regarded and because it looked so fun. Played the campaign because that's what it was really advertised for. But I remembered that at E3 I had seen multiplayer gameplay. I literally remembered this a few days ago. And when I saw the multiplayer gameplay, I was pretty excited for the multiplayer. But I had forgotten about it until a few days ago, and then I started thinking about it. I was like, oh yeah, the multiplayer looked pretty cool for this game. So today I didn't have much to do. I popped it in, and I played some, well, yesterday. You're seeing this on Sunday. I recorded this on Saturday. So happy Easter. And it feels weird to say a day before Easter. But, yes, I did play. This is my first game ever. If you couldn't tell, I'm hopping around like a fool. And I end up going 7 kills for 5 deaths, which is pretty good for me. It's just because I stayed out of the action most of the time. I couldn't really find the kills. But I like Far Cry 3 because they kind of did their own thing with multiplayer. You'll see a lot of FPS game developers, they'll just mimic Call of Duty, right? They'll be like, it works for Call of Duty, I might as well do it, right? So they try and mimic Call of Duty, and you just come out with a worse version of a game that you already own in the multiplayer department. That's why I think a lot of FPS shooters strayed towards heavier single-player campaigns and less so in the multiplayer department, except, you know, with the exclusion of, like, Battlefield 3 and other games like that. But a lot of games didn't. But the point is, that's what happened to some games. And I really like this multiplayer. So what it is it's kind of, it's very team-oriented, right? So for a kill, you'll notice I get 100 XP and 1 TS, which I believe is team score. Maybe it's 2 TS. But for a revive, I'll get 200 XP, double the XP, and 6 TS, which is team score. So it really promotes, encourages you to help your team and try and win for your team. You know, you'll get more XP for helping your team than hurting the enemy team. So it promotes teamwork in a way that a lot of other shooters don't. You know, you hop into this is team deathmatch if you couldn't even tell, but the score is kind of on the top there. A lot of shooters, you know, you hop into team deathmatch and it's one guy with a crazy high score, a bunch of guys with decent scores camping, and then a few guys at the bottom of the lobby, me, that just have awful scores. So I really like Far Cry 3 gameplay. I think you'll see some more of it, but I want to mix it up as well. I want to use a bunch of different games and just throw them in the background and just talk, you know? I'd like to do that. Like I said, I went on about Mad Men for a while, so I'll probably end up starting with one topic and just straying all around. And this will not be replacing Minecraft or any of my other Let's Plays. It'll just be in addition to. I'll upload both. Maybe even this and Minecraft in one day if I have enough time. I'd like to do that. But this will be taking a back seat to Minecraft. I threw up the after action report here because I thought it was really cool. They show you this little scene every time. It's not really that cool unless your guy's in it, and I played a couple more games and my guy was in it, so it's kind of cool when your guy's in it, you know. It's like, oh, it's a little movie at the end. It's like the highest scoring players from the match. So thank you for watching. Expect more FPS commentaries, but not a lack of Let's Play commentaries. I will see you guys next time.